correct.
People always want the
Yes.
inside of the pizza
Yeah.
tracker. The pizza tracker's not complete bullshit, but
It's 100% accurate. What are you talking about?
it's pretty accurate. Yeah,
It works every time I've ever relied on it. It has worked.
Yeah, if you're inside a Domino's, the only thing about pizza tracker is that
If it's close enough for you to walk to, it doesn't work well.
no. Corporate actually does keep track of your pizza tracker stats. So if you're sending out pizzas like
Bogusly?
50 minutes, no, like they don't want deliveries to take too long because it'll hurt the Domino's brand. Like if a pizza takes an hour and a half to get to the
That's the
consumer
concern.
store,
Yeah.
no, it does. Like they'll call you up, they'll call up your store and be like, "Hey, why are your pizzas taking an hour to get to the customer?" Like our whole thing is
Well, that would
speedy
be
delivery.
odd.
Well, we were in UMass, so my dad ran the Amherst
Oh.
Domino's, which was
Oh shit.
Like-
college Domino's.
That had to be fucking busy as hell.
we had 6 phone lines that were full from midnight till 4 a.m., which is when we closed.
Were you on the phone lines?
Yes.
Were you like Janine in Ghostbusters?
Yes, I got it down to. I probably could still do the whole thing in my. Hey, thank you for calling Domino's. Can I get your phone number? Okay, what would you like?
This is my phone sex right here.
14 cheese.
And like if they're like I had a coupon, and then I knew exactly where every coupon was. Like, dude, I was so fast on the phones I would process. We would do
He was a human internet.
over 100 orders an hour coming out of that Domino's.
Wow. One store?
Yeah.
And what was
Oh
your
my
average
God.
ticket?
we had
26 bucks?
14 delivery drivers working full stop from
Did they have a nickname for
midnight
you?
to 4 a.m. Yeah, the owner's fat son. Like, what do you mean? Of course.
Like Radar or something?
Yeah,
I don't
here
know.
goes
Switchboard,
Radar.
Like the Matrix?
Yeah, so but Pizza Tracker, because we got so many orders, and our orders took about 2 hours, because again we were doing 100 orders.
Were you doing the old one for me, one for you?
We did a
That's
little
what it
of
seems
that.
like. 2 hours for a fucking pizza?
Yeah, it was awful. We had 1 stars on. Yeah, okay. Here's the other thing. So
This is your dad's
we were in
Legacy.
legacy.
My father was the worst Domino's owner ever.
He was absolutely the worst Domino's owner ever.
Oh, my God.
We ripped off that. I mean, but he had to.
No, no, show us how the. There's the
no-
Wii again.
Because there was
Here's
no.
the Wii.
Here's the thing. It was UMass is a gigantic college, right? Gigantic.
Okay,
UMass
yeah.
is huge.
Yeah.
We also delivered to Amherst College and Hampshire College. There was 3 colleges that we
Okay.
delivered to.
Okay.
Amherst is a hippie, blue state town
Yeah.
where all the bars and restaurants close at midnight.
Okay.
My dad's store was on the border of Amherst and Hadley. It was literally, you could see the border from the store. So we were the only pizza shop allowed to stay open because we weren't in Amherst. We were outside of Amherst.
Okay.
So every other restaurant closes. The only thing
only
you could
place
do,
you can do is
was
order
either order
Domino's.
Domino's or drive to the McDonald's.
Yeah.
So again, we were dealing with hundreds of orders.
And you're in there every Friday, Saturday
I was in there
night
every
doing-
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Eventually, I did delivery driving, and that was fun. But then, I don't know, I kept wrecking my car too many times. It's icy roads.
It's hard to get into those boxes while you're driving.
You got to cut it down the middle and squish it together.
Being a delivery
Yeah.
driver was pretty fun.
We
you
can
know.
see.
Well, because it was like there were so many. It's not like one of those things where it's like, yeah, Kate, take a couple pies. It's like the faster you go, the more money you make. I mean, any delivery driver knows. There's
Yeah.
no you get back and there's no orders to take. You get back and there's 50 more pizza orders to take.
This was
Yeah.
also probably pre-GPS too, so you
Yes.
had to know
You had
the
to know
neighborhood.
where every single dorm. I knew the name of every single
The
dorm,
dorm, too.
where it was. I knew which fields
You
I
see
could
a lot
drive
of,
across.
half-naked chicks.
I
and
knew.
stuff.
I knew.
Fields.
Oh, dude, I was taking you didn't use the streets. The dorms were all
What is this, crazy taxi?
Yes,
What are you talking
it was
about?
literally crazy.
You're driving
taxi.
across fields?
I was driving across soccer fields.
How is this
I
not
was
a video
driving-
game you've made?
Pizza Man. Pizza's Vito.
There was pedestrian
Vito's
walk.
dad's Domino's.
'Cause
The
you're not-
worst Domino's.
The parking lots
America.
for the dorms were you could either walk 10 minutes to get to the dorm, or you could just drive up
across the field.
on these pedestrian walkways, honking at all these drunk kids to get out of the way.
What?
Because your car is full of pizzas, and you're just and then you get out, and then these college kids would never tip good. But this was back in the day when it's all pen and paper. There was no electronic signing or
So
anything.
you tip yourself.
Yeah, you just add a
Fraud,
little something.
okay,
I
yeah,
turn the
sure.
turn a
Amazing.
1
I wonder
into a
where the
4.
one star came
Amazing.
from.
Add a couple extra tips.
Yeah, we had 2-hour waits and we were embezzling money from every customer.
I definitely added
okay.
a bunch of tips. Look,
Because your car's full of pizza.
with my car full of pizza
And the smell of pizza
and
does
the
it like
streets,
trigger a
By the way, these are the guys who are like, the rich need to pay their fair share.
Yeah.
As I steal from
Stealing from
consumers.
college kids.
Yeah.
and then the streets were full.
driving across parks.
And it's all icy roads because it's the middle of winter, so I'm slamming my cars into guardrails and shit. Like my car, one of my headlights I had to duct tape it back in because I kept hitting shit with it and it was just falling out. And then, at 4 a.m. would come, we'd finally shut down, smoke some pot, play some cards, and then you'd sleep. This is probably why my
This
sleep
is where I'm
schedule is
going.
so fucked
First day
up.
with the time machine, by the way. I got to see this operation that they were running.
It was
I had like 70 pizzas at Amherst or
Yeah.
something.
the halcyon days
Here
of
he comes.
Amherst
Don't
Domino's.
answer the door.
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.